Hi, this is Kathy, and this is the intraday harmonic scenario for NQ. Now, there is a pull to some heavy convergence at the 46, 40, 75. Now, coming into today, Tuesday, I was looking for 45.81, 5 for convergence. We made a high of 45.82, so that was so very close, right? And so this, I've removed what I had as convergence there, and but we still have the weekly sword line. So my point is, this is a potential pullback point. We're still in an uptrend, and we are in inverse head and shoulders formation, and it's not really an ideal type ABCD because we didn't get enough of a pullback. But for symmetrical move purposes, in other words, I just measured this low to this high and transferred it from this low, and it's going to correlate with a double zone area, right? A 1.272 and a 1.618, a gap, and a weekly sword line. So there's a lot of reason for price to want to go there to that 4640.75, but we're pretty extended, and so there's probably going to be some profit taking. And if you look at the volume profile chart, we're really running out of steam, right? Today was an NR7 day. So that means it's the most narrow day of the previous 6 days. So that means that we're really running out of oomph to continue higher at this juncture. Now, this is a very important area where price is because it's attempting to move away from the heavy magnet of 45.15.75. So keep an eye on that 45.32.50. Initially, we'll want to keep an eye on this first initial neutral zone, 45.63, but this 45.32.50 is a little bit more important, I think, for support. And so as you can see, we had good range. Then it started, we only were 47% of the annual range. And then today, we were only 30%. So this is showing, and it's an NR 7 day. So it really couldn't get going in either direction. It was a balancing type motion, which means chop. Even though you made a higher high, it's not, it's not impulsive like 2 days ago, right? So that implies a pullback time. So watch for a pullback to this sword line of 45.37.50. It could even come back and test this inverse head and shoulders neckline, which correlates with this Scion golden ratios in at 44.99.50. This is going to be a very important support region. 44.99. That's going to correlate with this neutral zone on the volume profile chart, and that's going to put us back into that magnet area, that area between the valleys for that peak, okay? So we have important levels. Yes, the bias is still to the upside, but watch for pullbacks and how price behaves at those pullbacks. All right. And if we can, ideal target's going to be that head and shoulders 100% target, 47.30.25. But like I said, a lot of convergence at that 46.40 area. So that would imply that there's a barrier there and a place for the bears to defend. And let's see if they can cause initially a pullback. And it's really not until it can take out the remove the slope of the moving averages to kind of eliminate the intraday upside bias. But for now, we have an intraday upside bias in pullback mode until proven otherwise.